All right. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I would love to welcome you all to C Center for Young Black Professionals. Here, our vision is for us to be able to create an economy where Black youth can become financially prosperous, live high-quality lives, and be able to contribute to the advancement of Canada. And this physical space is a manifestation of the hundreds of young people who have come through our doors and have successfully transitioned into successful careers. So we welcome you all to our space, which is fairly new to us, and most importantly, we are so humbled and welcome to invite Minister Parsa and Minister Ford to our space today. To start off the festivities, we'll say, I would love to start with the land acknowledgement. I'd like to honor the land that we are on, which has been the site of human activity since time immemorial. It is the traditional lands of the Huron-Wendat, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, and the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and most recently, the Mississauga of the Credit River First Nation. Ontario is covered by 46 treaties and other agreements, and is home to many Indigenous nations from across Turtle Island, including the Inuit and the Métis. These territories and other agreements, including the One Dish with One Spoon Wimbat Belt Covenant, and the agreements to peacefully share and care for the land and its resources. Other Indigenous nations, Europeans, and newcomers were invited into the covenant in the spirit of respect, peace, and friendship. We are mindful of broken covenants, and we strive to make this right, and the land and with each other. We are all treaty people. Many of us have come here as settlers, immigrants, and newcomers, and in this generation or past generations. I would like to acknowledge those who have come here forcibly, particularly those of the transatlantic slave trade. Therefore, I honor and pay tribute to our ancestors of African descent. Thank you all so much for being here, and without further ado, I would like to invite the Honorable Michael Parsa, the Minister of Children, Community, and Family Services.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here at the CE Center to announce the 2023 Youth Opportunities Fund Grant recipients. There's so many inspiring people here, and I want to mention this program, and I also want, before I go any further, I also want to acknowledge that I'm here with my dear friend, Minister Michael Ford, and as soon as I told him about this announcement, we were both very excited to be here with you together to be able to celebrate the future leaders and our next generation. And I want to thank Agape Jasasi. Thank you so much for hosting us, and thank you for the kind introduction. And I want to acknowledge Manjeet Kara from the Ontario Trillium Foundation, an agency of the Ontario government doing great work to support local initiatives like this one here. Thank you so much to you and your team as well. And I also want to acknowledge Kweku Ajaman, who will also be saying a few words later. Thank you so much for the work that you do. It's inspiring, and we thank you every day for that. First off, I want to offer my sincere congratulations to all the organizations selected this year. Each year, the Youth Opportunities Fund supports grassroots, community-driven projects across Ontario that help young people and their families develop new skills, overcome social and economic barriers, and build stronger relationships in their communities. Community is so important, and making sure that our young people are engaging in their local communities is crucial for building strong connections close to home. This year, we are investing more than $13.5 million in funding to support 38 projects across Ontario. That means that 38 communities across our great province will have projects led by youth and local leaders who are passionate about their hometown. Some of this year's recipients in the GTA include the Christie Refugee Welcome Center and their partners, which will help unaccompanied or separated Black and racialized youth navigating the immigration system to access the support they need along the way. Maternal Mind Matters, which will help Muslim parents, guardians, and caregivers in Milton access culturally appropriate mental well-being support. And the Nismandiwak Hide Camp, which will create a place where Indigenous women, girls, and youth can strengthen their connections to Indigenous identity and culture through traditional skills and teachings. These organizations understand the unique needs and identities of children, youth, and families in their neighborhoods. And I'm very proud of each and every one of the recipients because I know that you're going to take this opportunity to make your communities an even better place. So on behalf of Premier Doug Ford and our government, I want to extend our sincere congratulations to all of you. The province needs smart, thoughtful leaders like you, and I look forward to watching each of you grow and each of these projects grow and succeed in our communities. I would now like to turn it over to my colleague and good friend who's working so hard in our Ontario to make sure that we have the best province where it's the best place to live, work, and raise a family. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Michael Ford, the Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism.
Well, thank you. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, Minister Parsa, for the very kind introduction. And I'd like to echo Minister Parsa's appreciation for having us here today at the C Centre for Young Black Professionals. And it's also my understanding that we have the Ontario Trillium Foundation as well as the Rexdale Youth Foundation with us today. So thank you for all the incredible work you do for our diverse communities, of course, here in the GTA and across the province. Ladies and gentlemen, Ontario's strength is in our diversity. We are stronger every day because of the dedication and contributions of Ontarians from all backgrounds, cultures, and faiths. Everyone deserves an opportunity to succeed here in Ontario. And for that reason, we all work together to do just that. As a Minister of Citizenship and Multiculturalism, there is nothing more important to me than building stronger and more inclusive Ontario for all people. I want to recognize and thank Minister Parsa for his leadership and his work in helping young people, especially those from underrepresented communities, overcome barriers and create opportunities and environments in which they can thrive. I am confident that the 38 organizations that are benefiting from today's Youth Opportunities Fund announcement will make a significant impact in supporting, equipping, and empowering young leaders across our great province. We are grateful for your leadership, vision, compassion, and drive to make our communities better. And it is inspiring to see so many programs for diverse and multicultural communities across the province, including here in the Greater Toronto Area. Ontario's youth are the next generation of leaders and change makers who will help shape the future of our province for decades to come. With this $13.5 million investment in the Youth Opportunities Fund, I know we will see more youth from all walks of life on their journey to reach their full potential, achieve their dreams, and help build vibrant, inclusive communities. Minister Parsa and our government will continue to work each and every day to remove any roadblocks and ensure that Ontarians have the tools, opportunities, and supports they need to succeed. Together, we will build a stronger, better, and brighter future for all Ontarians and everyone who call Ontario home. Thank you, and I'd now like to invite Manjeet from the Ontario Trillium Foundation to share a few words.
Thank you, Minister Ford, for the introduction. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate the newest grant recipient of the Youth Opportunities Fund. Minister Parsa and Minister Ford, on behalf of the Ontario Trillium Foundation, thank you for your remarks. Thanks for the CE Centre for hosting us and to everyone for coming out and helping us celebrate today's funding announcement. Each year, The Ontario Trillium Foundation administers the Youth Opportunity Fund on behalf of Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. And as a member of OTF Board of Directors, I have the honor to learn about projects led by youth and families to improve the well-being of those facing systematic barriers in Ontario. The fund prioritizes Black and Indigenous communities and invests in projects delivered by grassroots groups and collaboratives. This funding is critical and helps these groups and other racialized communities get the support they need. They need to help to develop lifelong skills, address systematic issues, build connections with others who have the same experiences and identities as them. Groups get support to explore ideas, develop new approaches, research issues, and expand community-led work and strengthen community supports. This year, OTF is pleased to invest $13.5 million into 38 outstanding projects. Grassroots groups led by and for those they serve, like the CE Center and the Rexdale Youth Mentorship Group, play a critical role in providing the right resources for many of our community members. Through this work, we see solutions that are driven by those it will impact, young leaders using their skills and knowledge to drive change in new ways, and projects that reflect how traditions and identity can enhance learning and personal development to improve the social and economic well-being of others. Groups and collaboratives leading grassroots work have the advantage of knowing the people, culture, and environment to take innovative steps and better implement solutions that are tailored to the needs of individuals and communities. By funding these projects through the Youth Opportunities Fund, we see firsthand the added value of supporting community-led projects that take collective actions to address systematic issues and help create real social change. One of our grantees joining us today, the Rexdale Youth Mentorship Group, is doing this kind of important work every day to help youth flourish and develop skills to positively support their development into young adulthood. By providing these services to highlight and address systematic barriers affecting racialized youth, they are empowering them and creating opportunities for personal growth and confidence. I am inspired by the creative approaches organizations like yours are taking and how they will make a difference for the young people. On behalf of Ontario Trillium Foundation, congratulations to the newest grant recipient of the Youth Opportunities Fund. This funding wouldn't be possible without the continued support of the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services. So thank you, Mr. Parsa, for helping us build healthy and vibrant communities. We look forward to seeing your vital projects take root in communities to support youth and families. Your hard work is leading to strong and more resilient communities, and the foundation is here to support your efforts. Congratulations to all. Thank you. Now I am pleased to introduce Kwaku Angama of Rexdale Youth Mentorship to the podium. Kwaku.
Hey everyone. It's so nice to be here. It's honestly a blessing. Really and truly grateful. My name is Kwaku. My pronouns are he, him. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much for the Youth Opportunity Fund. During the past 4 years, we got the opportunity from 2019 to 2022 to run a lot of programming that was catered for Black and racialized youth within Rexdale, Toronto. We offered educational programming, mentorship services, alongside a lot of community events. And we're grateful because we just received the scale grant, and the scale grant is going to allow us to get funding for psychoeducational assessments, so it can aid young people as they navigate school, but also allow young people to get access to mental health services alongside of in-school programming within 3 high schools in the Rexville, Toronto area. And so I want to shout out the Rexville Youth Mentorship team, all the volunteer mentors and community members that have really been pivotal in allowing for the success of Rexville Youth Mentorship. And also shout out to C, Center for Young Black Professionals, because they've also played a big role, and we view you all as kind of an inspiration in the work in which we're hoping to continue to do. So thank you all, and thank you to Ford as well. Thank you to Ontario.
I love a celebration. I don't know about any of you, but I love a celebration. And at C, we're so proud to be an organizational mentor to a lot of the grantees that were provided this amazing, vital funding. And we also believe in the spirit of an African proverb called Ubuntu, I am because you are. And I think this is a perfect example of our community all coming together for the betterment of all Ontarians. And we're so grateful to have been able to host you, and we thank you all for coming. At this moment in time, we would like to invite the media, or actually I'm going to invite Marcus up, who is going to facilitate any media questions. Thank you.
We will now go to the media for questions. As a reminder, please state your name and outlet. There will be one question and one follow-up.
Thanks.
We're good?
Yeah. Well,
All right, go Leafs, go.
thanks, everyone. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for hosting us.